Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Dimensions of Love. I hope that you're all well and that you are releasing everything that doesn't serve you anymore. Today, we want to talk to you about different teachers, and we feel drawn to talk about this right now. It's because there are so many teachers out there and so much information. This video is not to discard that every teacher, even if it will show up to be the wrong teacher for you, is there to teach you something. But we truly want you to know, look for these characteristics of a teacher when you're receiving messages. We want to let you all know that we all have a shadow side in ourselves, and that includes me. We all have that. So to believe that a teacher is standing in complete bliss and light is not true. A real teacher will every day choose, even though that it has its darkness, it will choose the light. This is a balance and a choice that needs to be made every day. That's why we can sometimes see a teacher that serves a great purpose turn and become someone else. So we really want you to know, when you're listening to someone, to always use your intuition. Let it guide you and use your discernment. Is it really of love? Because there is a choice. I can choose to do this because I want to gain something from you. It's a choice. But I can also choose this because I want to be at service. Because I truly want from my heart to help you to understand yourself. And this is how I show up every day. I ask myself this every day. And I want you to pick those teachers that are like that. And even when you're looking at this video, to use your discernment, to feel in your heart if it's right. And this doesn't mean that I will not challenge you, because a good teacher also challenges you. You're not supposed to be in this channel and just feel love and bliss and then nothing, because that will suggest that you're not developing. You need to develop. And sometimes when we develop ourselves, it's not that comfortable. We tend to be in an uncomfortable place. And usually my characteristics of what I've learned in my journey and how I've developed my own powers is that I'm very good at moving people out of their place of believing and feeling the same way. I challenge people in that sense, which can be kind of detrimental to them in the moment as they receive us as human beings, because we all have something in ourselves that we need to change and exchange. And then you have a choice. Do you want to stay in the shadow, dim down, and not use your gifts? Or do you want to raise yourself up, to stand in the light, to honor yourself and everyone involved? Then everyone that you're meeting, you will exchange something with them. I know that everyone that's watching this channel, that are receiving these messages, have gifts too, because I can feel them when I receive them from you. I can feel them in your comments. So I know that you also hold something inside of you that you can change and advance in yourself, which is wonderful. So please keep using your discernment. And when you're watching videos, watch a lot of videos. But remember, integrate what you've been listening. If you're just listening to all videos and you're not doing anything, you're not doing your meditation practice, you're not doing a breathing practice, you're not going in the forest and breathing, and you're not doing that, you can't sit and say, oh, I've listened to all of these teachers and they're not right because I haven't changed. You also need to do the work. So this is important. When you see a teacher that you feel connected to, remember everything that you see in someone else, you actually have in yourself. So trust that in yourself and develop your gifts. Open yourself up to the universe. Allow yourself to receive, to expand, to experience a new reality, to becoming the true new version of yourself. Use your discernment always. Always, always use your discernment. We will repeat this many times to you, because every time we hear a sentence, every time we grow and expand our conscious and dive into a deeper layer of ourselves, we hear a sentence and it brings a different meaning. It's a different dimension to it. And when it's a dimension of love, you're receiving it from the frequency of love. So you're understanding what you're hearing in a different way. So it's not just about facts. It's also what frequency the teacher brings you. What you do with that frequency and how you evolve. Because this is not easy work. This is groundwork. You're really going into your deepest layers, simultaneously rising up to the highest layers. So every aspect of you, both dark and light, shows your variety of how much you can receive, you know? Some people just meet themselves that deep. And that's all that they're going to get. All what contains inside is what they will receive. Some people have the courage to dive so deep into themselves. And you see the container right now? Do you see how much? So you can see that there's difference between some people that just live on the surface and other people that are willing to dive as deep as they can. Because they have more. The volume is more rich. This is what you all need to look when you see a teacher. So don't listen to everything that a teacher says and take everything. No, use your discernment, what's for you. How you hear spirit, your higher self talking to you. This is very important for you to understand and really, really, really take that in. To not judge every teacher, because the teacher always had a purpose of wanting to teach you something. And then there's others teacher that wants to gain something. It's good that you gain something. If I get a donation, I'm happy because I know I gave something, but I don't ask for it. I don't demand anything. I'm grateful for it. I know that the universe will provide me. But my first and formal occupation is to serve. You see? And others come from the place of that they want something, they want to receive. See, that's why when we're channeling, and that's why more and more, but we'll take that in a different video, that we've decided to just not do the channeling. Because when we channel, usually those masters or being that are in that sphere, mostly on the 8th sphere, are entities and beings that are like in a half world, in the mirror world, which can have truth but distorted. That's why some teacher, you can hear them and it feels very real, but there is some distortion. And to be honest, when you're walking in this journey of self-realization, you're trusting that who you're listening to is providing you with the truth and the answers that you need. And I also believe that they too are believing that, but that usually isn't the case all times. So we just want you to take care of yourself. We truly love you. We want you to take care of yourself, to use your discernment and understand that you have the power inside of you. You really do have the power. You are a master that needs to unlock yourself. And if you're watching this video, you're already ready to dive as deep as possible. And you will have to leave a lot of people behind. Family members, friends for years. You understand that they truly didn't love you. You'll feel so misunderstood. Because you are. They don't understand you. If they can only see this and you're here right now, how are they supposed to understand you? You're asking something from them that they cannot see. You can only know yourself in the depth of how deep you can dive into yourself. So if someone is just knowing themselves in surface, how can they know you? They can't know you. But the more deeper you go into yourself, you know everyone and everything. The sun is shining. I always try to see this as a representation. As the sun shines, the sun always confirms to us. You see? Always turn your face towards the sun and remember, you are worthy of this. Everything that is happening is for your greater good. If you know you did the work, you stayed truthful, you honestly from your heart just wanted to help, and things are happening around you, don't worry about that. Because people have hard time of letting good energy go because they know the value of it. And it's difficult for them. You probably let go, but they have a hard time of letting your energy go. Do not worry about that. Just keep growing in yourself. Keep growing and know that everything is okay. Trust those that you feel in your heart has your attention, that have good intention for you, that truly wants the best for you. And I say together we grow, because there is a master inside of you. And I honor that soul part of you to grow and to become all that it needs to be. And I thank you because we're put in each other's path to evolve each other. This is not a one-man task. We exchange different things. It doesn't have to be that everyone is a teacher, but everyone has something to teach each other. Some are leaders, some have different parts in the leadership, but together we all work as a unit. So honor what you are. The sun cannot collect honey. I heard that in the meditation from my children. She said, the sun cannot collect honey, and the bee cannot make the earth warm. It's the same analogy. What a bee does is maybe not as powerful as the sun, but the sun can't do that. You see, we all have this uniqueness within ourselves. This is what we need to stand in and honor, and not be jealous of someone else or why are they doing that? I want to do that. If you're not meant to do something, there's another analogy coming through. If a fish believed his whole life that being intelligent is climbing a tree, he will feel like a failure. There's something like that going in that fashion. Which is saying that if you believe that you can't do something because you're built differently for a different ground, you will believe your whole life that you're not worth or worthy of it. So find your superpower, find what you are, and trust everyone that you're listening to, that you're connected with. What are you supposed to learn from it? And grow as much as you can, how uncomfortable it gets. No matter what resistance you meet and frustration, accept your darkness. Accept yourself. And no matter how frustrating it can be, understand that if you are being met with resistance and they're acting foolishly, know that they can't meet themselves that deep. So keep on going deeper and expanding yourself, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here, for all your likes and share. We love you and take care of yourselves. Bye.